Okay. Goggles are revealing. Here we go. Most inefficient goggles. Well, I mean, not the most inefficient. Close. Okay. Homo stand back here. I'm not homeless, but so I wanted to show you my setup I made for making it's automating polyethylene of the molten variety. All right, so I guess I have my farm here, right? I guess it's not completely automated, but I guess the farm is automated, right? We get our farm, we have a bunch of stuff: Galvania, Pombelia, Pombiscus, Peru, Cyprium, Copon, a lot of copper. Anyways, the important part here is I think I have some trees. Oak bonsai. Those oak bonsai give me oak saplings. Wood, I don't really have any use for wood right now, but I guess it could come in handy if I want. Actually, it's almost full. Look at that. 54. I guess I was using spruce ones before for spruce saplings, but these oak saplings give notably apples. And apples are important for forestry. I somehow got into forestry. I dabbled into it. Let me show you what I did. Forestry, all I did was create the combustion engine, some pipes, and then these two machines here. I guess I'm going to show. So first machine, combustion engine, we're getting fuel from our diesel and water, of course. And then we're powering that with a wood-covered kinesis pipe, which feeds into a cobblestone covered kinesis pipe. Anyway, so the first thing that happens here, we take our apples. Let me show you. When we get an apple, I don't have too many apples, so I haven't really automated this, but I guess I can do that. I was probably gonna do that next, honestly, but okay, yeah, we take an apple, it feeds into here, it produces fruit juice and mulch, I guess, notably. And with that fruit juice, we will see how this generator is not enough. It's kind of funny, but it's not a big deal. For now, anyways, it's not a big deal. I guess I can always add more generators, but anyways, yeah. So we take a sapling, I guess it doesn't really matter which one, and fruit juice, and then we convert that into biomass. And yeah, that's it. Look at that. Wow, it shows you how much RF I'm using. Yeah, I guess this is not enough. It's probably these pipes that are not good enough, but it's good enough for what my purpose is, because I don't think I need too much molten poly. I mean, I'm just gonna leave this running, honestly. Once I connect inputs for saplings and apples here, and then we're just good to go. But yeah, we take that. So these are the forestry things, right? And then we put the forestry biomass into the distillery, which will create ethanol. We combine that with sulfuric acid, which I'll show you how I'm making in a bit, to make ethylene, right? Ethylene combines with oxygen, which is once again all on the other side of my base, to make polyethylene. The whole reason I'm wanting to do this, to make this, let me clean up my crap here, is because, well, we have molten polyethylene. We are looking to make, I forgot the goal here. What was the goal? Plastcrete. We need polyethylene pulp, which we can make, I'm assuming, with some kind of polyethylene. I was assuming here. Hopefully I was not wrong. How the heck do you make this? I guess polyethylene bars. Okay, yeah, there we go. So all we got to do is solidify it, and then we should be good to go to make the pulp, which we need plastcrete for. Or the end goal here, we're still in the clean room. So multi-block goals, clean room. We need 82 of these. So that is 82 pulps here. So that's why we need so much of this stuff here. And see, that's our goal still goal. I haven't changed the goals, even though I probably should. But yeah, that is I guess half the setup. The other half is of course the oil setup. I kind of simplified it a little bit. You should have a fluid canner here that would take the actually right here. Somehow doesn't have enough power. That's okay. Because it doesn't have enough power, because the oil is just taking it all. That's okay. So yeah, what am I saying here? Okay. Well, yeah. Where am I going here? Anyway, the hydrogen will convert into the hydrogen sulfide, which will, I guess I have a whole thing up right here. I was originally just turning it into a liquid, because I wanted to store it. But now I'm turning it into solid, or I'm not turning it into anything. It's also the same thing here with the heavy fuel. They will both become stacks of this hydrogen sulfide. I think they both go into feed into this thing right here. Both of the chemical reactors will create hydrogen sulfide. And from that, we feed it into there. We also feed the oxygen from our electrolyzer there. So there we go. That's semi-fully automated. It's not really fully automated because I'm not inputting the saplings here. But yeah, well, it's mainly because I don't have enough. My farm's just not producing enough saplings and apples, which, yeah, I might work on later. But right now, right now it's fine how it is. Yeah, that's my setup.
This is what happens when this is what happens when you leave your computer on overnight. You make a clean room, you make an EBF, and then you no longer have an EBF or a clean room. Probably because of creeper. I have no idea. I don't think anything exploded, right? This doesn't look like a... Because all I had was a laser engraver right here. And then, unless like somehow the power was short, which I didn't change anything. So yeah, it must have been a creeper somehow. It looks like a really big creeper, doesn't it? This is a massive, like, unless it was like multiple creepers one after another. Like, how is the floor and the roof both destroyed? Anyways, I'm gonna revert this. This is bad. Or go to a back. All right, so I don't remember the last time I made a video or last time I recorded, but I am in my safe room now. I'm not gonna leave because if I do, you'll see in the bottom right, the efficiency will go down, and if it goes down, then bad things happen. Anyways, so why do I need this safe room, you might ask? So I guess let me give you an overview of my safe room. It's just a bunch of plastic blocks, filter machine casing at the top, and clean room controller. I don't have any automation in here because I just built it, and this is literally my first recipe. I'm literally just putting a wafer in here with a diamond lens. I'm trying to make the central processing unit, and needs clean room, time 60 seconds. And you might wonder, why am I doing this? Well, the quest says to do it, but I guess if we expand behind that reason, we need it for an integrated processor, which is an MV tier circuit. I guess I'm using an MV tier laser engraver, so I guess that makes sense. There we go. Processing unit. So now all I have to do, according to the game anyways, is cut this open, crack it open, and make a cool circuit out of it. So this should ideally make these things a little bit easier to make, I hope, because all I would need now is, well, this central processing unit I just made, right? And then boom, bing, bing, bang, boom, bing. And then, plastic circuit board, and some other resistor stuff, and fine red alloy wire, which should be all pretty straightforward to make. I don't need, I guess you don't need the LV circuit anymore, which this should make things a lot easier, honestly. So hopefully this will be good. Okay, after zero automation, we're finally making, we made processor assemblies, which are HV tier circuits. And then I'm using those to make EV circuits somehow. I guess an HV tier. I guess we're getting mid HV tier. I don't know. I feel like getting to the moon is gonna be really tough because I haven't done anything else except the circuit stuff. But oh well, I mean, I guess platinum should be pretty easy to get. I think I have this dust. I don't know if I have enough, but anyway, yeah, we're making the EV circuits here. Hopefully I have enough soldering alloy. I probably do. Let me see. Yeah, I got enough. Yeah. So okay, we're making EV circuits, and I think the prerequisite to starting the moon stuff was EV circuits. If I can find that somewhere. All right, so I guess maybe I need rocket fuel. I don't even know where to look for this. Like, where is the beginning? But yeah, I guess, well, more likely I'm gonna need to compress all the things, which is, I have some of these wafers, but I'm gonna need like the big compression furnace.
don't know what it's called. That it's a multi-block structure. It's a multi-block structure. Oh my god, I don't want to see all this. Compress all things. Yes, I need implosion compressor, which is a lot of steel. I should probably start making steel like right now. What am I doing? Not making steel in this current age. Anyways, we got it. Okay, I'm gonna start my steel processing. Or let me unbox my reward real quick while I'm here. Oh my god. Cool. We get a bunch of cool stuff. Then, with the power of Fortune 3, we're just gonna zoom past everything, right? We're just gonna get the super secret unlock here. That will, I got like electric motors from one of these bags, so it's like self-fulfilling. Compressed tin plate. You know, maybe like I won't even need to make the compressed thing because I get so many of these compressed thingies. Anyways, we got the EV circuit now. Now what? Can I start it now? Moon stuff. Gotta go to moon. No. Okay. Well, I guess we'll need to compress stuff. So I'm gonna do that next. All right. I haven't uploaded the video in like a month. I haven't recorded the video in probably a couple weeks. But here I am. This is what I've been working on. This NASA workbench this whole time. I'm afraid to put it down, but I'm gonna put it down. The reason I'm afraid, I've oh my god, it's so beautiful. I've used this before in all the mods 9, right, to go to the moon, but that was of course a long time ago, and of course this is a little bit different because there's this little side piece here that was not in all the mods 9. I remember this, the rocket part. Oh, there's schematics too. I don't remember that either. So there's some new things here. I mean, of course, it's like a very different version of Galacticraft. Anyway, so how did I get there? How did I make that? This was probably the hardest thing I've ever made in this mod pack. Simply, it's just one block, right? But it's one block that requires a gajillion different items, right? The hardest thing are these multi-purpose robot arms. And the reason it's the hardest because they require nether star plates, which I went through the recipe of killing one nether, one wither, I guess, to generate, or not generate, but to create one of these null catalysts, which, well, I guess just kind of nether star and some other nonsense, easy stuff to make. But once I get one, I can create, well, I can use another one with a tiny pile of nether stardust by macerating it or crushing it, whatever. And then I can make multiple. So that made it easier. But then the hardest part actually for me, because it was Thaumcraft, right? It required the Salus Mundus part, right? Which requires balanced shards, which you kind of need a crucible to make, which, or I guess I haven't done the research to do a better way. And I haven't automated the crucible. So, or of course, I definitely don't have the bees for it. So that was kind of like the most annoying part to get. So I built this little contraption here to, you know, get all the shards I need. Of course, there's better ways to get that dust, the Salus Mundus, of course. I mean, I haven't researched it once again, and I can't be damned to do Thaumcraft. So like I'm really trying to avoid it. So I did the most like complex thing just to, here, I'll go through it here. So it starts with either macerating or, you know, pulling out of a chest. I guess macerating, ideally the ore. So what kind of ore am I talking about? I'm talking about the infused stone ore, right? There's 6 different types. Macerating it, then it's either based on a decision, right? Decision tree to check for, is it going to be crushed or not? And if it's crushed, we go through the ore washing plant step. If it's not crushed, then we'll go through we'll check if it's impure. If it's impure, it goes in here. If it's other than wise, it'll just go in here. We got a lot of stone dust from that, as you can tell. And I guess crystal powder, which I guess I can use in the autoclave I made over here. My other side of my base over here. I'm so close to AE2, so I can't wait for that. Well, but yeah. So here we go. I'm surprised. I'm wondering why this isn't working anymore. But why is this not working? It has power. Anyways, I could also use the autoclave, which I just made, basic autoclave, to make the shards themselves. I'm really confused why this is not working, but whatever. I don't really care because I got what I needed out of it all. So yeah, so those are like that was the process for how I get these shards, and then Honestly, the reason why I was so like annoyed with this, like this is all fun, right? You know, washing the ores and then checking to see if they're purified and then sifting them and then blah 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 to get the shards. That's fun and all, right? But the real annoying part and the reason why this took me so long is you might be able to tell with the crap on the ground because I manually fed in all these shards by throwing them into the cauldron. And yeah, sure, it's like you feed in. So this each of these requires 16, which requires you know, each Salus Mundus requires, you know, 6 of each. So, you know, 16 times 6, it's a lot. 16 times, yeah, well, 16 times 6 and then times 9. And then, you know, like manually doing that. And so, yeah, I really want to do it automatically. But everything to do it automatically just required more Thaumcraft. And I know I'm going to have to get into Thaumcraft later. Look at this Donkey Kong. But I'm not doing that right now. And I think Thaumcraft is cool. I really wanted to go to the moon. That's like one of my major goals in this mod pack. Of course, beating it is like, you know, awesome. But yeah, that is okay. That was like the hardest thing to do here. The other hard part was that took a while as well. I guess in my safe room, not my safe room, my clean room, right? Actually crafting all the stuff here. In this chest, I just have a bunch of components. Oh, I'm lagging. Maybe it's because I'm recording. But anyways, a bunch of components to make all this stuff. And right, yeah, I had to make a whole bunch of circuits, right? And the hardest part, of course, were these mainframes, these elite circuits, because they required the EV circuits, and I'm still just in the HV. So it's kind of crazy. They expect you to make EV circuits, which require HV, and I had to make a whole bunch of HV, because each of these arms, like I said, this is the hardest part, requires an EV and another robotic arm, which requires an HV. And, you know, a whole bunch of these motors. I had to make 15 motors for this whole thing. A whole bunch of silver, electrum, all that fun stuff. But I think we're there. And I'm happy that I'm there. Because we can finally start on the space race. Or we can go to the better screws. Here we go. This is what we've been looking for. No, okay. Let me go to the space race. Because I've been to space before in other mod packs. Sensor lens, I think I've done this. I don't even know what I'm going to want here. Maybe energy crystal. Cool. Sure, why not? Well, actually, let me see. One of these make Energium. I don't even know what that is. Ruby and redstone. Okay, that's easy to get, actually. I don't need that. Okay, I'll take it anyway. Sure, why not? Anyway, okay. So we are going to the space race. Let me go back to the space race. Where was it? There we go. Space race. NASA workbench. We get Space Invaders 100. Oh, here it says make a cleaver or the skullfire sword to help with that. I guess, yeah, that's also another piece I was working laboriously on MV to make these reinforced obsidian. I don't even know if I don't remember showing this, but back out here, I made this hell of a cage. At first, I thought these fused quartz would stop explosions from the wither. They do not. So I need to. Well, I mean, they definitely stopped it. But yeah, what I would do is just put. This is for killing the first wither. The rest I use that Salus Mundus stuff. Just put it in here, and then it was kind of trapped. I guess 2 layers above as well, so it couldn't get out. This worked perfectly until, you know, it blew up these little things, but that's okay. Let me put it back just so I remember. But yeah, that is where I'm at. So I guess now my steps are to go to the moon, right? We gotta go to the moon, and I think to go there I need rocket fuel, right? Rocket fuel. I have a couple of these wafers. I don't have enough nearly, I don't think. But yeah, that's where I am.